Ah, a customer. Good evening. Go ahead. Come inside. Have a seat. The bar is quite empty at this time of the evening, so go ahead. Seat wherever you please. There's no need to be nervous, my friends. Ah, are you perhaps new around here? It's my first time seeing you come into my bar if my memory serves me right. Yeah? Checks out. So, did a friend recommend you to me? Maybe I'll give them a free drink as a commission next time. Anyways, what can I get you today? Oh, do you perhaps need a menu to look at which alcoholic beverages are going to be available tonight? Oh, I see. We have an alcohol sommelier right here. A dry martini. Nice choice. Coming right up. Oof. Say, why don't we have a nice little chat while you're here? If you don't mind, that is. You don't? Wonderful. In that case, say, how are you doing today? You seem all dressed nice and proper. You just got off from work, maybe? I see. Well, how was work then? Ooh, first day on the job, huh? Well, how did that go? Hopefully well. Getting a job around these parts is quite a tough undertaking. This is the biggest city hub of this country, after all. So, in fact, I find myself lucky to be able to sustain my business just by myself. Anyways, I'm guessing you're quite a capable person yourself, just like me. There's no need to be bashful, my friend. I just call him as I see him. Don't worry, I'm not just trying to butter you up to keep you coming back to my bar. Of course, there's no way I wouldn't be happy getting a new regular here. Oh, it went well, huh? Good for you. Surely you don't mind sharing how you got there, right? Yeah? Sure. I'd be happy to listen to you talk. Oh, and here's your drink. Take a sip and share your tale. Oh, I see. You came from the countryside. That must have been a lot of work, working your way over to the top, huh? Yeah, I believe it. So, you got transferred here after you got recognized by your peers at your old place. Well, looks like I'm right after all. Now, there's no point in being humble now. Gloating here and there is nice once in a while. I don't mind at all. There's nothing wrong with being proud of oneself. Besides, it's just us two here. And as I said, I'd be happy to listen. Anyways, moving on. Oh, well, what do we have here? You need another drink? I didn't realize that you already downed your glass. I was so distracted by your wonderful story. Sure, what do you want next? A margarita. Alrighty, coming right up. Oh, and feel free to keep going. So you get a lot of messages from your family, huh? Of course. You seem like a very pleasant person to be around with. I wouldn't be surprised if your family misses you very dearly. Make sure to respond, okay? You don't want to worry them after all. I see, so that's how it is. You're working hard so that you can bring them all here to the city so you can give them a better life. Wonderful, wonderful indeed. That's a very fantastic goal. I wish you the best of luck. Well, of course, luck isn't everything. You gotta put in the work. I'm not judging you, of course. I mean, I myself am a very hardworking person, hence why I'm able to run this place by myself. And I can say for a fact that hard work does pay off. It's just a matter of time. Well, judging from your story, I guess you already are working hard, huh? That case, there should be nothing to be worried about. Oh, and here's your margarita. Enjoy. So, tell me about your work. What exactly do you do? Ah, you have a fancy guy here. Sales guy, huh? What are you selling? I'm not buying anything, of course. I'm just asking. All sorts of things. A jack of all trades, I see. Hmm? Oh, so companies hire you guys to sell their stuff for them. They're basically brand ambassadors for hire. Okay, that makes sense. By the way, now that I think about it, aren't you people the same ones who got the local oil tycoon to stop hogging all the oil for himself? Yeah, that was so funny. The guy thought he could bribe the Chamber of Commerce, but he could not do it under the watchful eye of the law. Maybe, just maybe, he shouldn't have done it while on trial. Imagine trying to bribe a judge. That was pretty funny. It was live streamed after all. Isn't it crazy? Every court proceedings, every court trials, everything's being streamed into the internet for everyone to see. It's the pinnacle of entertainment. Well, well, well. It looks like I got a very wonderful guest today. I see you finished your drink already. You want a third one? It's on the house. Don't worry about it. Consider it a celebration of us meeting today. Oh, and don't worry about getting wasted. The cab service in the city is second to none. They will make sure you get back to your place safe and sound. So please, indulge yourself. Feel free to let go tonight. You know, funny story, there's this one time when a regular customer of mine passed out right here inside my bar after, like, ooh, what was it again? 5 servings of Bloody Mary. That was a very bad idea, and in hindsight, maybe, just maybe, I should have stopped them. But they were having so much fun, I just couldn't ruin it for them. Anyways, turns out they had uh they had work for the day after, and they had to wake up really, 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 really early. So, anyways, I called a cab for him, and the cab driver went crazy, Jason Statham style. I think they got home in like 5 minutes tops. Insane. I know it's crazy to think about it, especially to someone from the boonies. But in this place, cab drivers, that's pretty much the normal. Anyways, here's your old fashioned. Oh, and I went ahead and made this for you. I just figured that this is a very soothing drink for a closing ceremony. Bottoms up. Glad you like it. While you're finishing up your drink, why don't I tell you another tale for my customers? This was just yesterday, actually. A pair of gentlemen. came in, already wasted. They reeked of beer so much, but they were quite well behaved. I was surprised. They sat down, they ordered their drinks, and started rambling about their troubles in life. The first gentleman was yapping so much about how he was depressed because it turns out his wife cheated on him with his own co-worker. Insane. Very crazy story. Well, the co-worker in question is not the other person that the guy was with that day, but obviously. But imagine getting cucked by someone working in the same office as you. It's so messed up. Luckily, he caught his wife red-handed. I believe the story went like this. He just got off work, just like you. He went straight home, expecting to be greeted by the warm smile of a loving wife, only to be greeted by a semi-naked man rushing through the doorway. I know I shouldn't be laughing, but it's so hilarious if you think about it. Absolute cinema. I do genuinely feel bad for the guy, but there are silver linings. Say, he got a divorce, and he didn't have to pay for anything to his wife. They didn't have a child after all. And get this, the judge sided with the guy and had his wife pay him for damages. And justice is served cold. Oh, yeah, anyways, he won in the end. Hopefully, he finds someone who will actually love him. It is quite sad if you think about it. It's always the kind people, the very hardworking ones that are always getting the short end of the stick. But he'll find his luck eventually. It's only a matter of time. Very well then. And then there's the second gentleman. He was yapping about how his supervisor wouldn't let him take 2 days off so he could watch a Taylor Swift concert. He was so mad that he didn't work for the entire day. Well, of course, it came back to bite him in the ass, though, because his supervisor caught him slacking off, and now, not only does he not get to attend the concert, he also has to do overtime for a couple of days to make up for slacking off. It was so hilarious. Anyways, those two very cool people. Those two are very good sports. They went up, paid for their bills, and they left entirely without a ruckus. Heck, they didn't even ask me to call a cab. Those two have livers of steel. Or they're just fundamentally insane. Whether they got back home safely or not, though, is an entirely different question. I'll let you know when I see them again. If I see them again. I'm just joking. I'm sure those two are just fine. And as for you, buddy, oof. Oh, you seem to be on your last legs, buddy. You had 3 drinks. That was quite an enjoyable evening, if I say so myself. Once again, nice to meet you. Cheers to our meeting. I'm going to call for a cab now. Since you don't look like you're functioning at all, I'll just put it on your tab for now. Don't forget to pay up next time you visit. For now, just relax on your seat while your driver comes. Next thing you know, you'll be at your doorstep. Oh, speak of the devil, just as fast as usual. Jason Statham is here. Well, off you go, buddy. Oh, by the way, don't throw up in his car, or you might just wake up in the hospital.